welcome to the very first episode of House and Home Season 19. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, if this is your first time watching House and Home, my name is Teresa Miria, and I'm sorry, my friend, what's your name again?
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Billie Jean Kubul.
Everyone, Billie Jean Kubul. Now, I hope you all enjoyed your holidays. Mine, I have to be honest, that the best highlight of my 2018 holidays was attending the P2UIF concert. Billy and I were there. Billy, what do you think about the crowd?
The music was amazing. The crowds were off the hook. And if you weren't there, sorry through, but that was a loss for you. Live orchestra, you missed it. Like in PNG, that's amazing.
I know,
so yeah.
right? Now, before we get carried away with that, I know it was an amazing concert. Let's just get to our lineup for tonight. Now, we have an exciting lineup. As usual, we started the show with cooking with House and Home. This time we go up close and personal. We get to know more about our chef, followed by shopping with Brandville with new, lots of surprises.
We also have fashion and beauty and home budgeting. Now, home budgeting is a new segment where we bring to you tips and ideas on how you can budget wisely.
And that would be followed by a color story, and we wrap up the show with Quick Stitch. Now, Quick Stitch is a sewing segment where we bring to you tips and ideas on how to make simple sewing projects. So without further delay, let's hear about Chef Mike. Originating from a small town in Germany, Mike Schumann is the executive chef at the Holiday Inn Port Moresby.
I'm born in Germany, as you probably can hear on my accent. I started to be a professional chef in 1986, just after my school. My first overseas experience was on a cruise ship, and from this day on I started cruising the world because I thought there's far more out for me than just my little village in Germany. I've been to a couple of places like Bermuda, New Zealand, Australia, the Maldives, and you name it, try to gain experience. It was just my advice from my mom, who used to be a chef, to gain as much experience as I can and give something back to the industry. So in order for me to gain this experience, I thought that travel is probably a good idea. I have been a professional chef since '88. That makes it around 33, 34 years, I guess. I forgot because it's a long time ago. What has it been for me in Papua New Guinea? It has been a great time. It has been a roller coaster. It has been an up and down, a whole journey of life, if I can describe it like that. I have not been working in any part of Asia. PNG is an undiscovered country. I hear loads of good things about PNG, and I looked at the map and looked at the cuisine, and I thought tropical climate, loads of fresh fruits. I was attracted to the produce I could get here. I was in the Middle East. I spent most of my time in Dubai or in Qatar. I was almost 15 years in the Middle East. Finished my contract with a company in Doha and came over to PNG. What was the move from Doha to Port Moresby? It was a very interesting move. I didn't know what I expected. Being in the Middle East, compared to PNG is a different like day and night in a way. PNG is far untouched and still very untouched till today. We are in Doha, voted as the richest country in the world. Nothing is impossible. Everything and anything is available and at any given time. So yes, it was a lifestyle change for me. A good lifestyle change.
Apart from creating exquisite cuisines for his guests and being the head of the kitchen, this chef is also a professional diver.
Yes, I do have hobbies. I'm a professional diver, and just enjoy sticking my head underwater, and it frees up my mind and gets me ready for another week. Yeah, I've been to Madang, Dive Madang, I dived Tufi. I haven't made it any further yet. There was always the time restraint, so my favorite so far is Bermuda. Looking at KV I hear loads of good stories, so I definitely need to hit over and discover PNG a little bit more. The traditional cuisine is very, very interesting, and I believe it's too underrated. The dishes I have tried there's so much flavor, there's so much input what goes into. I was surprised when I started here. Pastry chefs making sago. How long does it take? How many ingredients, including shaving coconuts and you name it. I think it's great. It could be a little bit more used. I think especially Port Moresby is too westernized. I think if we would have more local restaurants, it would be far, far better. The Chefs Association in PNG, a very, very interesting project what a couple of dedicated chefs started almost 3 years ago. We started at ABTC, got a couple of chefs around the table and thought we need to do something for PNG chefs. Looking at the schooling, looking at the experience local chefs have, and I'm talking about my kitchen where not many people have seen a cooking school, so I thought there's a need to bring chefs together. So if you have a chance, just have a look at our Facebook page and see what we are doing. We are still very, very small, but I think what you have achieved right now has made a mark. We celebrated Chef's Day on the 26th of October. We supported a local school, the Caritas Learning Center, which was great. We got lots of support from other suppliers, hospitals, so we made it a great event. And that's our goal, to support the community and the chefs and hopefully change the world in PNG a little bit. How I like to see the industry grow. That's an interesting question. I think it has grown already since I'm here. I think there's a great potential. As I mentioned, local restaurants with local cuisine. I think the main part where everyone needs to work on, and that includes the foreigners who work here, is understanding each other, acknowledging each other, and being consistent.
And he's got a lot more to teach us on cooking with Haus Home. What a way to start off the show. Now that was Chef Mike sharing with us his story on how he became a chef. Now we always watch his amazing recipes, but it's good that we know him personally on, what he does and how he became a chef.
Yeah. I was actually there for cooking and I tasted his recipes. It's amazing. It's just awesome. So expect more of that in the coming episodes. You don't want to miss all his awesome recipes.
Now we'll go for a quick break. When we come back, Shopping with Brian Bell is up next. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, if you're wondering where we are bringing to you the show, we're here at the City Boutique Hotel right next to the National Football Stadium. Now, coming up next, we have Shopping with Brian Bell as they showcase some of their amazing products that are now on sale. Let's check them out.
Hey, hey, Mr. B.
Welcome to another Shopping with Brian Bell. I'm Leon Gawi, your one and only host, and over the next few moments, I'm going to show you some of the great products you can find here at Brian Bell. Now, The sporting seasons are on the way, or they're kicking off. So you can find some of the big name brands in the sporting industry here at Brian Bell, one of them being Nike. And in this segment, I'm going to show you some of the Nike sand shoes and accessories you can find at our sports department. So without further delay, let's head upstairs and take a look. Brian Bell has a reputation for stocking and selling some big name brands, and in the sporting industry, Nike is one of the biggest. The range that we stock and sell here in our sports department covers a variety of different sporting codes like soccer, rugby league, rugby union, basketball, netball, running, golf, and even just everyday casual wear. Now the first lot of Nike footwear that I want to bring to your attention are some footy boots. And they're these slick blue and silver design footy boots that come in the low or the high cut version. Now these are perfect for your rugby league, rugby union, and ideal for soccer. Now if you recognize this, then you're a soccer player and you know that this is Neymar's boots, built to his specifications and now available for you here at Brian Bell. This is the Nike Mercurial Vapor, designed to give you the ultimate in sports technology when running on our sporting surfaces, whether it's rugby or soccer. This is a well-balanced shoe, and if I may add, this is very light when weighed. Now, when it comes to any sort of sporting code, a big part of the fitness base is running. The best kind of joggers you can find are these Nikes that are available here. You can run in your footy boots on the road, but it'll wear them out before the season even starts. So the best kind, like I said before, are the Nike joggers that we have here that are specifically designed to give you that edge when you're running on those hard bitumen surfaces or those tough, grueling road runs. Our range of Nike runners are great to assist, and this is the latest in running technology specifically designed for athletes to run efficiently and effectively over long or short distances. And if anything, these are also great to walk in. They're very comfy and provide good support. Now, have you ever wondered where the word Nike came from? Well, apparently Nike is referring to the winged Greek goddess of victory, and the swoosh in Nike comes from the wing tip in her shoe. The word Nike is synonymous with the sporting industry, and rightfully so, because the brand Nike was created for athletes. Its current mission statement states, "Bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world." And by saying athlete, they mean if you have a body, you are an athlete. Therefore, according to Nike, I am an athlete. Thank you very much. Now the next range of Nike shoes that I want to show you are the basketball range that we have available here. Nike endorses its brand through different athletes in the NBA, where you can find the shoes available here at Brian Bell. These are like the Kevin Durant's, the Kyrie Irvings, and the LeBron James, like this shoe here, which is LeBron's latest range that you can find here at Brian Bell. Now these are great, they give you great ankle support, they look flashy, and they can help you perform well on the basketball court. With great ankle support for lateral movements and a thick sole that helps to absorb the impact on your ankles and knees when landing from jumps on those hardwood, cement or bitumen surfaces, these shoes look cool, and more importantly, it will give you the edge on the court. Now we also stock and sell a great range of Nike shirts and shorts that come in the Nike Drifit technology. The Nike Drifit, simply put, is a microfiber polyester fabric that removes sweat from your skin to the surface of the fabric, where it evaporates a lot quicker. What this does, or as a result, it keeps you, the athlete, a lot drier when you're moving around and a lot comfy when you're moving around in your training or even performing on the court or on the field. Now, other mentionables about Nike are these accessories that we also stock and sell here in our sports department. Socks that also include Drifit technology, sweatbands, caps, skipping ropes, soccer goalkeeping gloves, drink bottles and bags. Now it seems we've come to the end of this segment, and as you've seen, there's some great Nike apparel from shoes to socks, shirts available here at our sports department. So come on in, check it out for yourself, grab yourself some Nikes and get into your sporting season. And always remember, quality products, great services and great value. That's Brian Bell. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.
Hey, hey, Mr. B. Right on, Mr. B.
And that was Shopping with Brian Bell, showcasing some of the amazing products, and that would be the Nike shoes.
Yes, I need some runners. I need to run. That was one of my 2019 resolutions, which I haven't started, but now that I've seen the shoes, I'm definitely gonna get one for myself. My favorite color would be black. So yeah, I'm gonna get one and start running.
Why do you have to say black? Like, I love black. Not that I have dark thoughts, but I'm just saying.
Well, black is beautiful, that's why. Anyways.
We'll take a quick break. When we come back, home budgeting is up next.
Welcome back, everyone. Now, up next, we have home budgeting. Now, home budgeting is a new segment on which we give you tips and ideas on how you can budget wisely. We have our awesome friend, Leanne, who's going to take you through that.
Hello and welcome to Money and Finance. In this edition, I'll be talking about savings culture. Now, if we look at our society, we have a spending culture as opposed to a savings culture. Now, that's why the business of being a money seller is booming right now. Sadly, many Papua New Guineans are in debt, whether it's because of our declining economy, unhealthy spending habits, or living beyond our means. The reasons are endless. So we go borrowing money from money sellers. And once the fortnight rolls in, the bulk of our pay goes to paying off debts with added interest. That's why tonight I want to talk about saving. Now, I'm no expert at saving. I mean, this is something I struggle with. However, one thing that I have learned is it's never too late to start the habit of saving. There's an old proverb that tells us to save for a rainy day. Metaphorically speaking, rainy days can be all sorts of things, whether it's a death in the family, bride price contributions, school fees and allowances for kids, whatever your rainy day is, it's always a good idea to put aside some money for it. Now let's look at a few pointers to better your saving habits and the start of a commended savings culture. You are going nowhere without a savings plan and savings goals. What are your future plans and aspirations? Do research and find the best investment provider and options regarding your short, medium, or long-term goals. These saving goals can include your children's education, your retirement, or buying a house. Savings first, deductions later. Put your savings away before your debit orders go off and before you get the chance to spend it. You don't have to start with a big amount. Rather, start small, what you can afford to save, 20 kina, 50 kina, and adjust your savings amount accordingly. Don't fall prey to consumerism, the media, or advertising. What you think you want is not always what you really need. Stick to your shopping lists while doing groceries. Don't get fooled and lose your personal touch when it comes to tech, gadgets, clothing, and accessories. These items can be expensive, but only if you give in to the overall trend. Get creative and try things like spending freeze. Make use of what you currently have available and when it comes to food, clothing, and household items. Get creative with new recipes, clothing add-ons, and rejuvenate old furniture to modern pieces. Is debt an old friend? You cannot start saving or encourage others to save when you set an example of over-indebtedness. You need to make use of the snowball effect. Pay off your smallest debt first and then the bigger ones. You learn some discipline in the process and can also continue with these habits when you get the chance to save properly. Now, to summarize, it's never too late to start a savings culture. You can start as small as 20 kina to whatever amount you deem appropriate. This was Money and Finance. Until next time, goodbye.
Now that was home budgeting with our friend Leanne. Thank you very much. There was some awesome tips and advice on how we can budget. You know, nowadays we get to spend money unnecessarily without really thinking about, the next week, and then we start to buy things, get things, ask for, credits and.
When you say you have $100 to spend for the whole week, you're like, it's like when you reach Wednesday, you're like left with $10 or something.
Yeah.
A lot of people come across that, so it's wise to have a set budget.
So there you go. We're going to take a quick breather, but when we come back, we have fashion and beauty next. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, if you've just joined us, you're watching Haus Home Season 19, the very first episode. Now, before we take a look at fashion and beauty, what would be your favorite drink when you drop by anytime or sometime?
Well, I always love
City
juice, so I'm having juice as always.
I always go for the hot chocolate. So, what are you going to be showing us for fashion and beauty?
Well, for fashion and beauty, Teresa, I have some tips and ideas on what you can wear to a day at the beach. Check it out. Hi, all you beautiful viewers, and welcome to Fashion and Beauty. There are heaps and loads of fashion tips and ideas, as well as beauty tips to discover for this season. So I hope you are ready and are excited just as I am. Now, for this segment, I have chosen to, well, share with you some tips, ideas about outfits that you can wear to a day at the beach, probably a picnic or a date. So let's get into it. Beaches are an awesome place to hang out or for leisure relaxation, whether it is a date, a day out with friends, or just a family picnic. When it comes to choosing or creating a fabulous beach outfit, there are so many options. You can't go wrong with whatever you choose to wear. However, if you want a bit of inspiration, check out these simple beach day outfit ideas. Hey, I'm not a pro, but here we go. Button-up shirt plus short plus tank top. If you want to look amazing and unique, just choose a short, a comfortable button-up shirt and a tank top. You can wear it either button-up or loose. Take it off when it's too hot, or you can put it back on if it's too windy, and you can still look great. Soft denim with light blouse. It can be either a long denim or a short denim, depends on your liking. Here is an outfit for girls who prefer denims to skirts or dresses. Pair your denims with a lightweight blouse and accessorize as you please. This is one of my favorite beach outfits. It's so classy. A flowy skirt plus tank top. Now this is for those that love long flowy skirts like yours truly. This is one of the cutest beach outfit. It is light, breathable, and just beautiful for the beach. I chose this for the beach because of its cool and comfortable feeling. Plus, it's very flexible. And you can accessorize as you want. Oh, and don't worry if it's too windy. Flowy skirts are here to stay. For this option, I'm going local. I'm talking Mary Blouse. Mary Blouse has become so fashionable these days in our country. The local designers have taken it to the next level with its different designs and styles. But what I have here is a beautiful, simple Mary Blouse. It is kind of like a dress shirt. It is light, flexible, comfortable, and is perfect for the day at the beach. You can pair it with any shorts that are comfortable. And that is all I have for you for this segment. I'm sure you can't go wrong with whatever you choose to wear to a day on a beach. But if you have some doubts or troubles, do try this out. Until next time, bye.
And that was Fashion and Beauty with our beautiful friend Billie Jean showing us some outfit ideas. Now, if you're planning to spend a day out on the beach with your friends, your family, or even by yourself, you know, you should consider some of these ideas, outfit ideas. Now, my favorite pick would be the flowy skirt and the tank top.
That is also my favorite too, because it's very breathable and it's flexible. Anyways, up next we have, what do we have?
I think we have a color story coming up.
Yes, we have. So stay tuned. Do not leave that seat.
Welcome back. Now for our color story, we find out about a young PNG artist. Take a look.
My name is Anton. Wata is my surname. I come from Sandaun province. My mother is from Isipik, Kubale. I'm an artist. Apart from artist, I also do graphic design, fashion and textile design. Basically, I'm doing all of that. I'm a versatile artist. Versatile artist meaning you can do anything. From painting, you can do any form of painting like hyperrealism or watercolor, pencil drawing. I go from acrylic to oil. You can use any medium, charcoal, anything. Stay around your surrounding. You can use them to create anything that is creative. So this is versatile artist. Mostly this type of artist is rare. You won't find many in PNG and around the world. Only if you were born with this gift. So art is like, I will say, it's a message from another world. If you really committed yourself, then you're gonna feel something that is like you want to tell people something where they don't know. And when you put it into painting, is just a form of transferring those, what I say, visual thoughts, what you think, what you feel like, so people can see it. Anything can be good or bad, but the way you an artist depict it on the canvas will definitely define. We from CPIC, the famous expression is powerful. If you upload something or you do something nice, people will just say, "Wow, this is very powerful." So that's how I get this name, Power, and Dudu is my middle name. So it becomes my label, Dudu Power. The types of painting I do is realism, abstract, watercolor, and pencil sketches. Lately, I went more into hyperrealism. Hyperrealism is a type of painting that is rare, and it really, like, you need to commit yourself. And somehow the painting will look exactly like a photograph or something. But when you look closer, it's not like a photograph, it's more. It has more detail and more color. You can really capture the soul of the subject you're trying to paint. So hyperrealism is currently my style I'm developing. A piece, it contains everything. You can find like love, hatred, pain, if you look closely and you define a piece. So my painting is more of a freestyle. I paint what I feel, what I think. The best part of the painting is when you combine music with art. And this is where you're totally lost. You never know who is at your back or who is at your side. You just drift into another world. So this is where you can find peace, I'll say, harmony on your own world. My biggest accomplishment is being part of AA Tribal. In 2017, fashion show, we came second, designing our costumes for the models to wear. This is in the field of fashion and textile. In painting, so far my biggest accomplishment is the top rank of being an hyperrealism artist. This is a level where only few can reach. And right now, all the senior artists and all this, they are looking at me and say, "Wow, you really boost the industry of creative arts in Papua New Guinea. Contemporary arts, you really add value." So I think this is my biggest accomplishment. The challenges that I faced as a young and upcoming artist is to tap into this industry of art, where there are senior artists out there. They know how to sell their work, they know how to get customers, and they make a living out of it. And you as a young one, this is a struggle. You need to be creative. You need to, go crazy, so people can know that, yeah, that you are talented. We will support you in one way or the other. So you need to give all your best. The thing is, be positive always as an upcoming artist. In future, as an artist, I see myself as a professional artist. I see myself well known across PNZ, my aim is across the world. I want to be one of the PNZ top hyperrealism artists and maybe create history. If you want to be an artist, the best advice is don't stop. Art is more of a creativity, so you need to do it anytime. For example, if you in the office, just you feeling tired or something, just take a pen, do a sketch or something. Somewhere along the line, you will get this motivation to do more. And while you do more, then you become creative. So basically, if you want to be an artist, artists don't sleep.
And that was our color story for our very first episode for House and Home Season 19. We found out more about one of PNG's awesome, amazing, talented artists. Now, knowing Billie Jean as a good friend of mine, she loves painting too. She loves drawing. So, in your own words, can you describe one of your favorite paintings?
Well, there was one particular painting that I noticed that caught my attention was the painting of this old lady. It had so much depth and you could see like the expressions were just outlined so distinctively and there was so much details about it. And the paintings, the colors that he used, I wish I had those materials that, I could use to paint. But right now I'm just using, well,
are you using acrylic paint?
Yes, I am using acrylic
See,
paint. But Teresa,
I always know.
You got to start somewhere, eh?
Yes. Anyways, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, Quick Stitch is up next.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the show, everyone. Now, up next, we have Quick Stitch. Now, Quick Stitch is a segment about sewing, and Teresa does all the sewing. And, well, she is amazing. I bug her to come to the house to sew my, thorn shirt or just do up something for me. She is amazing.
Amazing?
So tell me, yes.
Me feel extra idea.
Yeah.
Okay, now, Quick Stitch is all about sewing, doing simple tips and ideas on how you can stitch up a torn neckline, or if your bag is torn, or even sew, simple handbags and whatnot.
Which I can't wait for you to do me some.
So, coming up on Quick Stitch, join me as I show you how to make a tote bag. Enjoy. Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me on Quick Stitch. Today I will be showing you some simple tips and ideas on how to make tote bags. Now let's see what a tote bag looks like. So that is how a tote bag looks like. Now the first thing that you need to do is collect all your props. Now I have with me my fabric, this is the handle, 2 pieces of fabric which I've cut, and the body of the tote bag. You can choose any fabric according to your liking. I also have my scissors. You will notice that I don't have my pins, but I will show you how you can go about sewing your tote. And I also have my sewing machine. So let's get straight into it. Alright, so once you have all your pieces cut out, what you do is face a piece right side facing up and another piece on top of it with the right side facing down. Now the next thing you need to do is to sew the top part of the bag. Now you can see that I have my pieces right here. This is exactly 15 by 30 inches. 15 by 30 inches. So what I'm going to do is place a piece put these on the side. So this is the right side of the bag. What I'm going to do is turn it around, the wrong side facing up, and fold in 1/2 inch and another 1/2 inch to sew. So when you do that, always remember to start off with a back stitch. Once you're done with that, don't forget to finish off with another back stitch. Now the same process will apply to the other piece as well. So let's just put these aside. And I'm going to work on the other piece. Hey, if you want to, you can add on laces if you wish to decorate your bag, but like I said, I'm going to be showing you a simple tote bag, so I just want to keep it simple. But we're going to get to that later in the coming episodes. And another back stitch. This is what you should end up with. So this is the top part of the bag. What I'm going to do is place it on the flat surface and with the right side facing up and add on the other part of the bag. So the next thing I'm doing is to sew, make a straight stitch all the way down and across. And again, start it off with a back stitch. So the seam allowance will have to be 1 inch because we're using just 2 pieces of fabric together. Now when you reach the end, what you do is let the needle stay in, lift the presser foot and turn the body of the bag. And you can continue sewing. So once you're up here, finish off with a back stitch. Now, what I'm going to do is to cut the corners here so that they pop out. The whole reason why. Yep. The next thing I'm going to do is just trim a little bit at the edges. It's a very, very simple project. You can do that in less than 5 or, yeah, less than 5 minutes. It depends on how fast you are. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna do is to use a zigzag stitch all the way around so that it looks neat. When you are about to apply the zigzag stitch, don't put the whole lot of the edges across to the side, but make sure it's in between the presser foot. So this is how it's going to look like. This is what you should end up with. Very neat edges. The next thing we're doing is to flip it right side out. This is my favorite part. There you go. And pop out the corners. Now the next step is to sew the handles. Okay, the handles would be 17 by 5 inches, 5 or 6. Now let's work on the first handle. Now what you do is fold in twice from both sides. Fold in. Make sure it's equal, and then you fold again. But before you do that, you'll have to sew the sides. Fold in and a half inch and another half inch, another half inch, and sew all the way down. Make sure you start with back stitch. Back stitch is very important. It holds your fabric together. So always remember to use the back stitch. I'll work on the other side using the same process. Now, what you do for the handle is to fold in from both sides right in the center. Just like that, and fold. Now I'm just going to use straight stitch to sew all the way down. It's just the same process. Place it under the presser foot, start off with the back stitch, and off you go. There you go. Now we have our handle. What I'm going to do is to run another straight stitch on the other side of the handle. This is where I'm going to run another straight stitch from here all the way down. So the same process will apply on the other piece. This is one of the simplest projects I've ever done. This is something I saw from my mom. I learned from my mom, and I tell you, the first time I sewed a tote bag, I was so proud of myself. Very proud of myself. Now, I actually like to thicken the handles because it helps hold up the bag with whatever's in there. So that's just my reason. Something like this. So what you do is just cut out the excess thread or fabric if you have to. This is how your tote bag should look like. This is a very simple one. Like I said, the first time I sewed a simple tote bag, I was so proud of myself, like I am right now. Now you will see that the handles are very short. That's just how I wanted the tote bag to be like. But if you wanted to sew it your way, you can go for a longer piece of handles. Now if you want to learn more about sewing a lined tote bag, keep an eye out for Quick Stitch here on House and Home. Goodbye.
Thank you, Theresa. That was amazing. Now you have to come to the house and do all those little bags for me and all my other things.
Me?
Yes, you.
To your house? Well, oh, by the way, your mom and I are planning to have a sewing sesh one day, so
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
we'll catch that.
Sorry, she always forgets about that, so, but I will remind her. And I want to learn how to sew as well myself because I'm a lady and I need to know these things.
Yes, it helps you, like it prepares you when you get
Yes.
married.
Thank you.
Now, just as much as we've enjoyed your company, we hope you did too. Now, if you want to watch this episode again, please visit EMTV online or visit our Facebook page, comment, like it, even share it. Let us know what you think and what you'd like to see more of in the coming episodes. Now, on behalf of the entire House and Home team, myself and Billie Jean, enjoy the rest of the week. Goodbye.